I'm Cate Henderson. I'm working at PSSRU since 2002. I started as a research assistant and then worked for several years as a research officer, and now I'm working as a research fellow in the same place. So I've been at PSSRU for many years. To be honest, the only thing I can think of is that it's bigger. There are more people. I don't have any specific one memory, but I've met a number of very nice people over the years, had a lot of great lunches, coffees, meetings. I've worked on service use and costs of older people in residential care. A lot of work on joint working between health and social care around quality of care, use of hospital bed days, emergency admissions, and ways to prevent that by improving integration between health and social care, costs of hip fractures in people with dementia, and a lot of costs and cost effectiveness evaluations of telehealth, telecare, psychosocial interventions for dementia, and incentives for adherence to antipsychotic depot medications. I once wrote a chapter on the integration between health and social care in England, and that's the happiest thing I've been most happy with. Probably because I had strong opinions about it, but I was able to do a lot of research and present the evidence that was actually around or lack of for joint working, and synthesize it and sort of come to a conclusion. And I sort of get that out of my system, and I've never had to write about it since. Probably look at how long-term care is funded and try to make it more equitable. What I mean is that depending on whether your needs are mainly social care, like if you have dementia, you're much more likely to end up paying for your care yourself than if you have something like cancer in your later years. And I find that vastly unfair. I'm hoping that over the years, the eligibility requirements for getting funding for social care will become more rationalized, more rational, more consistent across the country, and people will get a fairer funding for long-term care. They're definitely demographic. We've got the aging of the population and the risks of what we know is coming is that as people age, they're more likely to get dementia. Dementia is very costly, so that's a big challenge for the system as a whole. Also, risks like obesity and all of the increased risks of ill health in your older years related to obesity. I think that's also going to be a great challenge for society to fund or stop the problems arising from obesity. So I think we have a lot of funding challenges. Well, based on what I have seen of it, and I've worked in social care, that would be probably something like a 2. So that's my own personal view.